Aloha, Dr. Heather Tucker here with another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. So happy that you're here because we're in a new series now on the things that you say. And in this video, I'm going to share with you about a little bit about negative self-talk and what does it do. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'm going to share with you some secrets and some strategies on how to break free from the negative self-talk and really step into your own empowerment with reclaiming the power of the mind. So one of the things that is really amplifying all over the world right now, and there's so many people talking about it, but there are not necessarily a lot of ways on how to combat it or even what to do about it. And that is negative self-talk. Negative self talk is actually the cornerstone of the mental health crisis right now. And it's something that's automatic and hard to put a finger on because it's invisible, obviously, it's in our mind. And it really is like the silent killer of dreams and manifestations and making our dreams and goals a reality. And so, one of the reasons why I decided to become a mind expert, which I so love and enjoy doing, supporting people in understanding their mind and reclaiming the power of their mind, body, and soul, is because the mindset, it's our mindset, it's your mindset that is the core of your success and harmony in all areas of life. So, what does negative self talk do? What does it do? It actually can take us away from the present moment. Our eyes can be focused on what has happened, and we end up having a lot of regret, negative emotions, shoulda, woulda, couldas. They start to settle in. Or our mind can be so focused on the future, right? And then there's a lot of worry, anxiety, and uncertainty. And it is the present moment where we have the most power, right? The past is gone. We can rewrite the story of our past in our mind, which I'll share with you in a moment. And the future, sometimes it seems so dim depending on what's happening in the past and the present. So, really, the best thing that we can do is take control of our present and really expand our vision for the future. But negative self talk can also lead us to project onto other people the problems that we have inside. That leads us to blaming, and complaining, and giving our power away and our happiness away to someone else. It also can lead us into what we're seeing in the world right now, where there's a lot of harm to self and a lot of harm to others. It also can lead to procrastination, uh, perfectionism, paralysis, instability, the lack of confidence, consistency, congruency. And we want to be able to change these things because in all these situations, this just is a highlight of some of the things that negative self talk can do. But in all these situations, no one wins. And there is these spiral downs, not only for ourselves, but also for others around us, including those that we're called to serve. So there's absolutely a way to be able to change this. And in this series, I'm going to share with you the secrets on how to flip the script, how to flip the story and create more spiral ups, more creation, more taken inspired action, more healing from what was, enjoyment of what is, and excitement of what will be. See, the beauty of experiencing these things like negative self talk is because on the other side of it, there's so much possibility and freedom to be able to not only learn the things that we need to learn from it, but how to be able to also help and support our world, our internal world, our external world, our family, our friends, our loved ones who may be having these same battles with negative self talk. See, what happens with negative self talk is it creates these nice highs and these crazy lows, right? So there's this walkie ship instability that's happening. And we're called to be able to spiral up and elevate exponentially, even regardless of what is happening around us, right? And I know that I remember like even my mindset being so negative, and it would be these spiral downs, and I couldn't understand and put a pinpoint on what it was. Now my mindset is self-talk is so positive that I barely remember, what those times were like. On the other side of it, though, is so much freedom. And I recognize that it wasn't just necessarily me going through this for me, but also me going through this to be able to be a better service to other people who may be going through similar things and might not necessarily have that clarity on what to do with it. Okay, so you want to learn more a little bit more about this. The first secret that I want to share with you, and this is pretty much the only one I'm going to share in this video. This secret is all about beginning with acceptance. So begin with acceptance. This is the first secret on how to break free from any negative self-talk. You are where you are in the story. Every person is, and including you, is a combination of everything that has come before and every hope and dream for the future. Sometimes it's messy, it's complicated, and sometimes we do things that we're not proud of, and sometimes we do things that we are proud of. Whatever the case may be, wherever you are right now is you. So you want to embrace the person that you are in the moment. Okay, giving yourself grace and mercy, just like we want to give other people grace and mercy. And it really is possible to change the story and the past, even in your own mind, body, and soul. And come to one of my trainings and be able to experience it firsthand and see how that transformation works not only for you, but also for those around you. And because when the past is healed, there's only acceptance in the here and now. And the vision for the future and what's possible becomes so bright, even brighter than the sun. So you see only abundance. There is no lack, there's only abundance. And I want to be able to give you something right now that's going to actually support you in being able to implement this beginning with acceptance. Okay. So, all of the things that you've gone through, all of the life lessons, the good, the bad, the ugly, they're life lessons. And those learnings aren't just for you, like I mentioned before, they're for all the people that you're called to serve, other people that you're called to be of service of who may be facing these battles and they're going through the things that you have overcome or overcoming. And these life lessons, they're actually can, especially if they're like repeated with like new situations, new environments, new people, they're meant to show you something. What they're meant to show you is your value, your greatness, your worthiness of all that you are. It's only like we only have one direction, right? We only have one direction of where we can go, and that's forward. The biggest question is how do we move forward that makes all the difference? Do we move forward with ease, grace, and flow, or do we move forward with stress, overwhelm, uncertainty, doubt? Think about it like a river, right? A river, it flows, right? Or a seed growing, like a flower growing from a seed, or a tree growing from its seed, or even a child growing. They never go back. Like we never return back to being a baby. The river doesn't fully change its current in a whole different way. The flower doesn't go back and hide in the dirt. So here's what causes that: a lot of fear. I can't tell you how underneath a lot of the problems that we have in the world right now, and maybe some of the things that you're experiencing, underneath it is this fear. And when we can redefine fear, where it's typically forget everything and run, or you probably heard false evidence appearing real. When we can redefine it to facing everything and rising, we will get to the point where fear becomes feel everything and relax. Feel everything and relax. So, my question for you is what have you gone through? What have you learned? What needs to be healed? And what are you going to do with this wisdom? And are you doing it? It doesn't matter where you've been as much as it matters where you are now and where you're going. And this is one of the reasons why I do this work. I love being able to support people and bridging the gap from where they are to where they want to be and beyond, because I know it's 100% possible, especially if you were given a calling or there's this destiny on your life. I put on social media yesterday that by sitting on your gifts and talents, that actually grows more fear. Yet unleashing your greatness and living your calling, that actually grows more freedom. And fear or freedom, the choice is ours. So now is the time to step into your freedom, into your fullest light and fullest potential, empower unapologetically, right? In spite of whatever is going on. And I love to be your tour guide to be able to support you in doing so. So I want you to put your comments in below. What was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest takeaway from this message? You know that sharing is caring. So make sure if you love this video, go ahead and share it out, because it's such a power to be a blessing to other people who have no idea what's going on. And you can be the change that you wish to see in the world. And then I love watching the whole world around me changing, and it can happen for you too. All right, I look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. In the meantime, have a fabulous day. Keep shining and rocking and doing your calling, because remember, you were destined for greatness and born for amazing things. And now is the time to take action on all of that. All right, I'll see you soon. Peace.